Hello, my friends. I am coming from you today from my garden. This is at my house in Maui. So it's very beautiful, I know. Today, I wanted to focus on the sun salutations, sun A and sun B. Just for those of you who don't already know, just to give you some more in-depth time to work through these, so that when you're in your yoga classes at home or doing more on YouTube, you just feel better acquainted with them. They're staples, I guess, of a yoga practice. You always are going to use these in almost any class you go to. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to walk you through them slowly, each one time first, and then we'll flow them together a couple of times, just so you can get the feel of what it feels like. So we'll start with our Sun Series A, and you'll start standing in your mountain pose at the front of your mat. So go ahead and get there, and in your mountain pose, you're on an inhale. So inhale your hands up over your head, and exhale them to your heart center. And in your standing pose here, check in with your feet. You want all four corners of your feet to be grounded in the earth. That means both sides of your heel and both sides of the ball of your foot to be grounded into the earth. Your skull should be lifting. You should be drawing up to the sky through your skull, and your shoulders should be drawn back towards your spine, your shoulder blades back and down, so that it feels like they're pulling in towards the spine. And tummy's engaged here, your legs are engaged here, you're fully engaged. So that's your inhale. Then on your exhale, you're going to lead with your heart coming into your forward fold. And in your fold, you're still engaged in the legs. Your thighs are lifting, your belly is engaged. On your next inhale, you come to a half lift. You can put your hands on your thighs or your shins, or if you have very open hamstrings, on the ground. And you're just lifting up halfway and looking up with a really straight back. Then as you exhale, plant your hands on the ground and step it back into your plank. And in your plank, check in with your arms. You want shoulders over wrists. You want to be pressing out the back of the heels, really engaged through the core and engaged in the legs. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, you're going to lower down into your chaturanga push-up. So you're exhaling here all the way down. Your elbows should be at your side. You are using your triceps here. And the whole body lowers down together, not one piece at a time. And you want your legs really engaged here, your thighs lifted, no clenching in the bottom. And as you come all the way down to the ground, on your next inhale, you're coming up to your upward facing dog pose. So here you want to root down in your hands. Let your strength come from your hands and rise through the crown of your head. And let your belly melt towards the earth. And let your feet press into the earth. The tops of your feet will be pressing into the earth. And then exhale, lift your hips and press back to your downward facing dog. You can stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. You want to have soft heels, a straight spine. If you can't have a straight spine, you need to bend your knees. This is not about having straight legs. It's more about the spine. So that will come with time. So if you're not there yet, that's okay. Just be where you are and just work on your best pose for today. Again, you're still fully engaged. Your thighs should be inwardly rotated. And let your downward dog be your reset. Then as you inhale, step both feet forward. As you exhale, step both feet forward. Exhale into your forward fold. And then inhale, sweep your arms up to your mountain pose, and you're back where you started. So that's your Sun Series A, your Sun Salutation A. So now let's go ahead and we will slowly move through our Sun Salutation B. So you're already in your mountain, and remember to be fully engaged. 4 corners of your feet, start at your feet, both sides of the heel and both sides of the ball of your foot should equally be pressed into the earth. You're engaged in the legs, lifting through the thighs. Shoulders are drawn in towards each other, down and away from the ears, and your skull is lifting up towards the sky. Inhale your hands up over your head, and on your exhale, you are going to slowly come down as if you're sitting into a chair, into your chair pose. And your hands will come up overhead. In your chair pose, you want to roll your weight into your heels. You should be able to see all 10 of your toes. Let your tail soften towards the earth. And again, check with your shoulder and your skull draw. Your skull drawing upward, lifting you up, and your shoulders drawn towards each other, rolled back, away and down from the ears. Inhale here, and as the exhale, you just lean it forward, coming into your standing forward fold. And again, in your forward fold, you're engaged. Your core is engaged. Your thighs are lifting. Inhale, coming to that halfway lift, whether it be thighs, shins, or on the ground. Your back is straight. You're looking up. Exhale, plant your hands and step it back, coming to your chaturanga, pressing into the feet, thighs lifted, soft bottom. Lower it down, elbows at the sides. Go ahead and come all the way down to the earth. And then as you take your inhale, you're going to press up into your upward facing dog. Again, you're rooting down through your hands. You're melting your belly towards the earth, and you're rising through the crown of your head and pressing into the top of those feet. That should feel so good. And exhale, you're coming to your downward facing dog. Letting the weight come into your thumb and first finger when you're in your downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths, soft heels, heart melting, inner rotation of the thighs. On your inhale, lift your right leg up and bring it under the body, bring it in between the hands, coming to your warrior one on your right side, slightly blading the back foot. With your back foot, you want the weight to be on that blade, the back blade of the foot, and you want that leg to be straight, as straight as you can do today. The front knee is bent, knee over ankle. Your hips should be level and squared as much as you're able to do towards the front of your mat. You want long lines on your side body, so you're stretching your arms up. You're engaging your belly. You're lifting through the skull, lifting your heart, and letting your shoulders draw back and away from the ears towards each other. And then on your exhale, plant the hands on either side of the foot, step it back to your chaturanga, and lower down, elbows at the sides. Inhale, you're coming to your upward facing dog again, rooting down through those hands, lifting through the crown of the head. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same as before. Go ahead and lift your left foot this time. And you will bring that left foot in between the hands, coming to your warrior one on the other side. Slightly blading the back foot, letting your weight fall on the blade of the back foot, and bending through your front knee. Hands come up overhead. Make sure you are keeping long lines in your side bodies. You're not letting your ribs pop out. Knit your ribs back in. Engage in your core. Lift through the head, through the skull. On your exhale, hands come to the ground, either side of the foot. Step it back to your chaturanga, lowering the whole body down. Elbows at the sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in your downward facing dog. And as you exhale, step forward to your forward fold. Then as you inhale, sweep the hands up, sitting back into your chair pose. Shoulders away from the ears, core engaged, legs engaged. You should be able to see your toes. Your legs and your feet can either be pressing into each other here or 2 to 4 inches apart, just depending on what is going to work better for your body. Exhale here, and then as you inhale, sweep it all the way up, hands overhead to standing mountain pose. Exhale your hands to your heart center, and you're done. That's your sun salutation B. So I hope that helped you guys get a little bit of clarity what your body should be doing in those sun salutations. Now let's go ahead and just flow them for a little bit. I think this is fun. I love just flowing through the sun salutations, especially in the morning. Just wakes up your body. A great way to greet the day. I guess that's probably why they call it sun salutations. So I'm not going to give you really long instructions or anything like that. I'm just going to call the pose out for you, and you just go at the pace of your own breath. But I'll call out the poses just to keep you going so you don't get lost. But remember the inhale and the exhale for each pose. Let it flow with your breath. You'll find so much rhythm and peace in your body. So let's get started. Should be in your mountain pose. We're going to do your Sun Series A. Mountain pose at the front of your mat. As you inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to your plank. Inhale again. As you exhale, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. On your exhale, step both feet forward into your forward fold. And on your inhale, sweep arms up to standing, back to your mountain pose. And on the exhale, let the hands come to the heart center. Starting again, inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale once in plank, and exhale down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. You can bend one knee and the other knee. Stretch out the hamstrings if that feels good to you. On your next exhale, step forward to your forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up. Coming to mountain, hands at heart center. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, lead with the heart, staying engaged, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. Down through chaturanga. Exhale all the way through if you can, through plank and chaturanga. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog for 3 to 5 breaths. You're doing amazing. On your next exhale, step both feet forward, in between the hands, coming to your forward fold. Sweep arms up to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up overhead. As you exhale, sit back into your chair pose. Look at your 10 toes. Inhale here. Exhale, take it forward to your forward fold. Inhale, find your half lift. As you exhale, come to your plank and keep exhaling through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press into the top of the feet. Exhale, down dog. As you inhale, lift the right leg and then bring it under the body, planting it in between the hands. You're coming to your warrior one. Blade your back foot. Inhale. As you exhale, plant the hands. Come to your plank, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot. Take it up in between the hands for your warrior one on the other side. Lifting it up. As you exhale, plant the hands on either side of the foot and lower down to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. You're doing beautifully. On your next exhale, step forward to your forward fold. As you inhale, lift the hands up, sitting back into your chair pose. And exhale. Inhale. Come to your mountain pose. Lift your body up to your mountain pose. And exhale, hands to your heart center. One more time. Inhaling your hands up above your head. As you exhale, sit back to your chair pose. Fully engaged. Legs should be pressed together or 2 to 4 inches apart. Inhale. As you exhale, lean forward into your forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank, down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, find your warrior one on the right side. Hands overhead. As you exhale, come find your plank. Flow down through your chaturanga to your upward facing dog as you inhale. As you exhale, to your downward facing dog. On the inhale, find your warrior two on the other side, your left side. And as you exhale, find your plank down through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. And as you exhale, step forward to your forward fold. As you inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, sitting back into your chair pose. Exhale here. And as you inhale, come up to your mountain pose, your standing pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. I hope that helped you get a good feel of what your breath should be doing as you're flowing, what your body should be doing, and just got to feel what it feels like to flow through those a few times. If you'd like to take a Shavasana, now is your time to do that, to let your body rest, or go ahead and keep practicing on your own. Let your body flow the way it wants to. See what you find, see what new poses you can get into. But I hope you have a really beautiful day. I hope you realize how beautiful you are, how good your practice is, how good your life is, how good your heart is. You have so much to offer, and I'm so thankful that you practiced with me today. You can follow me on Instagram at Allison Marie Yoga to find more videos, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want more videos, let me know what you'd like to work on, either emotionally, spiritually, or physically, in your body, in your soul, in your spirit. And I will try to create a flow for that. So looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks.